Hello friends, Namaskar. Welcome to my channel Vedic Astrology Guru. Today we will be discussing Mars in first house for Aries Ascendant. Make sure you subscribe the channel and click on the bell icon so you can get latest updates. So Mars in Aries in the first house for Aries Ascendant. We will not be talking about conjunctions or aspects because that may alter the result entirely. So we will be taking the Kalpurusha chart, the primordial chart starting Aries Ascendant. So Mars in the first house. It makes a person very brave, very courageous. The person may have leadership qualities. The person will be non-fearing. Basically Mars is a planet of energy. It enhances the abilities of a person. Now, since Aries itself is its own sign, so Mars here is very strong. Although there will be three different nakshatras, Ashwini, Bharani and Kritika. They all will have different results. But nakshatra is a totally different subject. We will not take it now. We will take the zodiac sign as of now. Because nakshatras can variate. Again, they can give you very different results. So Mars in Aries Ascendant makes the person having a very intense personality. The presence of this kind of a person is felt around. If the person is standing in a group, he will kind of stand out. The body structure of the person with Mars in the ascendant is usually lean, and in some cases the person may be contrarily muscular, as people with Mars in ascendant like to engage in physical sports or activities. They have a lean waist and they look younger than their age because Mars is commander-in-chief. It's not an old person. There are two very peculiar qualities of commander-in-chief. One, he is experienced. The second, he looks younger than his age because of the level of fitness they have. The person will have attractive eyes, high cheekbones, especially for females. The eyebrows will be more curvy, the cheekbones will be high. There may be some, reddish tinge on the face. There are tinges of different colors when it comes to an influencing planet, especially in ascendant, like Mars. So Mars will give you a red tinge on the face. If Mars is retrograde, it may make the person very good looking. Now don't take this, otherwise, because if there are malefic aspects, the results can variate. But I'm only talking about a strong Mars with a good presence in Aries in the first house. So although these people are very energetic, eager, keen, but contrarily, if there is affliction, then they can be impatient. They like savory and tasty foods. They prefer strong flavors. They have a very overpowering, personality. Sometimes this Mars has so much of energy that they like to overpower in a conversation. They like to overpower other people. But many a times this is not good. It shows an extreme kind of nature, and even these people may go out of the boundaries, having extreme nature, having a rebellious nature. Many a times they can come as stubborn. For few people, this Mars can make them greedy. because Mars has to do a lot with the worldly affairs. They have a very high sense of pride. Self pride is very high. They feel that I can do this better than anybody else. Regarding the facial features, regarding the looks, there is one more thing, that they may have some kind of marks or head injury. There may be cut on the forehead. There may be in cases of females, there may not be facial injuries, because females are very particular in taking care of themselves. But then in that case, if Mars is in the ascendant for females, especially for Aries ascendant, there can be some facial marks or facial acne. There can be some kind of patch. There can be some discoloration in the skin. Because of the extreme nature of Mars, people with Aries, Mars in the ascendant have to face accidents and injuries in life. Regarding their work, they like themselves to be at front. Sometimes these people may be posited high in the bureaucracy. They can be working for the government or involved in bureaucracy somehow. But malefic influences may give trouble and fear from the government or opposition from the government. If they get involved in a litigation, in a conspiracy or anything, then it becomes very troubling for these people. They face a lot of hurdles. Why? Mars is also the significator of 6th house, which shows hurdles. They constantly have to face opposition, and they constantly like to oppose others as well. They have a tendency to act as an opponent to others, be it a conversation, be it anything else. They like competition. They like engaging themselves. One huge trouble with Mars being in ascendant for Aries only is that they believe in facts rather than the truth. Truth can lead you to salvation. But Mars people, because it is worldly matters, so they believe in facts. They ignore the truth. In few cases, they may have to face relationship issues somewhere between the age of 24 and 29. Many times, issues pertaining to spouse may arise around the age of 24 to 29. They may also have more than one physical partner. They may get involved with others. But they never like to take the blame. Instead, they like to defame others. Because the ascendant is very, very strong here. Ascendant is very strong. Coming back to their career, they may work with government, they may work with people of bureaucracy, they may be a bureaucrat. They also may work in the field of sports. Mars is energy. Mechanical devices. Mechanics, where anything involving mechanics is important. So mechanical devices, machinery, automobile, anything which involves mechanical engineering or mechanical devices. They can be good surgeons, good lawyers. They may work well in the field of property, especially construction of property or constructed property. They may be posted in managerial jobs where management is important. Anything pertaining to management. Any kind of job which requires an individual to have authority over others. Commander-in-chief. Mars is commander-in-chief. But there is a huge drawback. The person can also be having an ill habit of stealing things. Even if he is rich, there may be sometimes, tendency to pick up small things. And of course, many times we see a lot of shoplifters who are even rich, who don't need to steal anything, but it's just kind of a habit. So that is where Mars comes in the picture. Now this Mars is in 12th position from the second house. The second house is the house of finances, family. The person is always eager, always hungry to make more money because it is in 12th position from the second house. Regarding the family, extended family, because it's a 12th position, it's a trick position. The person many a times, in many cases, earns bad word within the family. Extended members of the family may not like the person. There may be clashes and arguments with the extended family. Now this is in 11th position from the third and third position from the 11th house. This person may have benefits of younger co-born, but since it is Mars, he may be either the youngest or the eldest among his siblings, and there will be some kind of difference of opinion with the siblings. There will be always verbal clashes, especially siblings. But this will make the person very courageous, as I've started up with, that this kind of a combination makes the person very courageous. He will be always eager to do something. Even if he's in a job, he'll like to do something of his own. From 4th, this is in 10th position, and from 10th it is 4th. Although 4th house from the Kalpurusha chart and Aries Ascendant, the 4th house will be debilitation sign. But these kind of people get benefit of property, especially after 30 years of age. The relationship with mother will be alright, but health of the mother will be sensitive. From 5th house, this Mars in Ascendant will be 9th. From 9th, it will be 5th. Eager to learn. In the initial years, the person will be eager to have learnings, eager to have education. But once the education is completed, the individual may feel that he is the superior one. There is nobody else having more knowledge than him. That becomes the key of problems for people with Mars in Aries Ascendant. They get progeny, they do beget progeny, but there may be some kind of disagreement. There may be some difference of opinion once the progeny grows up. Love life is good, passion life is good, but relationship with spouse sometimes suffers. From the 6th house, this Mars is 8th, and from the 8th, this is 6th. Don't forget, the 8th house will have Scorpio zodiac sign, so sudden accidents, sudden injuries may happen to these people. Illnesses related to heat, illnesses related to bile, wind, phlegm, bile, the three humors. So bile will be the humor here. Injuries pertaining to muscular muscles, injuries pertaining to breakage of bones, injuries from fire, injuries from electrocution, injuries from mechanical devices. This is very much possible. The 7th house will have Libra. As I said, some of the people may have multiple relationships, and some may have to face relationship complications, especially in matters of spouse, between the age of 24 to 29, because Saturn gets exalted here in the 7th house. Now Moon gets debilitated in the 8th house. From 8th house it is 6th. From 6th, 8th. So some issues pertaining to parental inheritance. Either there will be no inheritance. The parents may have never been able to make a good property or leave good money, substantial money for the children after them. So some dent on inheritance is here. But the native will himself be able to achieve and make property. That is a different part. From 9th house, it is 5th. From a fiery sign to a fiery sign. Another fiery sign. This kind of a person takes interest in religious deeds, but himself takes self-pride in thinking that I know more than other preachers. I know more than other people of religion. So there is a superiority complex. But he gets guides because Aries also has Ashwini, Ketu Nakshatra, spirituality. So I hope you understand how I am relating everything. This is a huge matrix. You can't just pick up one aspect of astrology, one line from it, that, oh, Mars is in the ascendant, so and so. No. You have to take nakshatras, you have to take other planets, you have to take exaltations, debilitations, Badakshthan, Dharamarth, Kam, Moksha, the four, Purusharthas of an individual. You have to take the elements, the castes, everything. So then you look into totality, how things are happening there. From 10th, this is in 4th position. Very good position. 10th house is exaltation house for Mars. The person performs very well and is eager to attain higher position constantly in career. The person has fire in the belly to achieve more and more. But this kind of success comes gradually for Aries Mars in ascendant. It does not come suddenly. Major achievements after the age of 36, around the age of 36. Usually this kind of a person, because we are not taking other placement of planets, usually this kind of a person is more successful than his own father. He may have a bigger name than his father. From 11th house it is in 3rd, from 3rd it is 11th. The moment he starts his first job, the moment he starts his first setup, he starts to make very well in matters of finances. Because 11th house has Mars, 11th house has Rahu, and 11th house has Jupiter Nakshatra. New friendships happen constantly for these kind of people. They have a bigger circle, bigger social circle. They will constantly have newer friends, keeping the old friends. But because they are very argumentative, they may lose some important friendships in their life. From the 12th, this is in 2nd position. From the 2nd, it is 12th. Some gains are there or are possible from foreign relations. The person may have some benefit from foreign company. The person may be importing something. The person may be working for a foreign company. So foreign gains are there. they may have to spend money, in matters of litigation or in matters of some kind of argument. So money goes waste. So all in all, this is a very good position for Mars. It makes the person very prominent. But one has to be very cautious of the over energy, the excessive energy. Anything in excess is very bad, so one has to be very careful for this. Any excessive energy of Mars can put the native in a lot of trouble in their life. Rather than making life very pleasing and successful, it can create havoc and stress in the life of the individual. So these are few, not all. This is not the entirety of it, because if there is aspects, if there is conjunction of other planets with this Mars, the results may be very different. Even the dasha of Mars, this kind of a dasha of Mars, if there is a Mars Mahadasha for this person, there are 90% plus chances that the native will get good results. You can track these things, these happenings even in Antardashas. So this is all for what I had to say for Mars being in ascendant in Aries. We will be taking nakshatras, we will be taking aspects as we move on gradually in this huge series where we will be discussing all the planets for all the ascendants in all the houses. So I hope you like this video. If you have any thoughts, any comments, please do leave your comments in the comment section. If there is any topic that you like or you have questions about, you can put those topics in the comment box down below, and I will try to make a video. I will try to put in my views for those topics. So don't forget to subscribe this channel and click on the bell icon so you can get the latest updates for new amazing upcoming videos. Thank you. Namaste.